Good morning, or afternoon, whatever time it is for you guys. Just moved to a new place. I'm up on the rooftop. It might be a little bit windy. As you can see, it's game day. We got a big video coming in. I'm making a store live for you guys. So I've already recorded all that stuff. Just introducing you to the new place, the new rooftop. You're gonna see some shots of the new crib. I'm still moving in. Super excited. Hope you're doing well. And without further ado, let's get into the video. A year later, they come back and they say, hey, you took me out of the position, you took me out of the job, you took me out of XYZ. I'm financially free now and I can do what I want. What's going on, guys? My name's Kyle, and today's a good day. It's a special day. It's game day. It's a great day because you found the right video, and I've been wanting to do this for a long time again. This is probably my most watched video on my YouTube channel, and so I know there's a lot of interest. This is a channel where we don't just create content, we create winners, okay? So what I need you to do is right now, stop the video, go down below, comment #winner. That's for everybody. I'm trying to create some positivity in the comment section, okay? This is a movement. This is about everybody. I've been seeing a lot of love lately. The channel's been blowing up, and in this video what I want to do is, because I've been getting a lot of subscribers over the last, I don't know, like 30 days or so, it's really blowing up. So if you're not subscribed, definitely subscribe. I'm going to give away this store. Now, I thought about it a lot, I decided last night, I was on a live, I'm just going to give the store away. On top of that, I'm going to give $100 cash to one person in this video. So tune in later. I'm going to talk about that, the details for all that stuff. Don't want to make this long, but yes, I did move into a new place. I know the sound's a little bit off because it's just, I haven't soundproofed everything. I've got stuff coming in today, so don't worry. The actual video has better audio quality because I was able to, muffle it and stuff. Anyways, I was getting to, a side tangent there, but definitely subscribe to the channel, comment down below #winner, okay? And tune in for details for the giveaway. And without further ado, let's get into the video. All right, guys, so the first thing we gotta do is actually find a winning product. Now, if you follow me on YouTube, if you follow me on TikTok, you know that I give away so many amazing products that you can test out because I want to take out the guesswork. I want you guys to get started. So definitely subscribe to my channels because I'm giving away products just like this. And what this is just a cover that goes over the couch. It's water resistant. It's a pretty simple product that makes it look better. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go to, and as you can see, it's got a bunch of shares, comments, likes. That's what I look for in a post. I've got research videos on my YouTube if you want to do your own stuff, so check out those. But if you come to the website over here, you're going to notice that they are selling this for $39.99. They've got, these are different cushions, so single, double, 3, 4, etc., different styles. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to go to AliExpress, and I've done this ahead of time just to save some time. Go to AliExpress, and I found something very similar. This has some different styles to it. We're not going to include all the styles. It's important to note that you don't want too many variants because then it makes it complicated for the person to actually check out. Keep it simple, keep it straightforward, but this is going to be the product that we're actually going to go about using. So the next thing we want to do is go to GoDaddy and come up with a name. Now, what I will say is people want to ask me, how do I name products? Now, one of the big things you want to do is keep a product name simple. For instance, keep it, 2 words, certainly no more than 3 words, something that has an alliteration. So if an alliteration would be it has the same consonant. So let me give you an example of that. For this one, I could do something like cuttable cushion, something like that. Cuttable couch, something that has that first C on it. Something that describes the product but it has that creative flair to it, right? So another example of that might be, let's say that you're selling some sort of a beer can or something. You could do Good Gulp. You see what I'm doing there? You got Good Gulp. It's got that first G to it. So it flows out the tongue, something simple like that. So for this one, what I'm gonna do is I'll give you kind of a different example. What I'm doing, because it's like a design piece to it, it feels like you're kind of building the couch itself. And so I'm gonna name this one Create a Couch, right? So let's find my notepad here so I can type it out so you can see what I'm doing. So I think the name would be Create a Couch, Build a Bear, something like that. Everyone's familiar with Build a Bear. So this is gonna be Create a Couch. So I kind of like that one. But what we're going to do is we actually need to find a domain for it to make sure. And this is important before you create the store itself. Now, I tell people to create a general store. Obviously, in this scenario, I'm doing a one-product store. The reason I'm doing a one-product store is because it's just easier. I've had videos where I actually talk about general stores and you see me build them. But for this example, just take some of the things that I'm talking about, some of the main concepts of what I'm talking about, translate that to a product page, okay? So you do the same thing for a product. I know people are going to show me hate in the comments and say, you tell me to do general stores. Yes, I do. But in this case, it's just easier because then I don't have to create a whole general store. Anyways, I'm not talking about that. Create a Couch is going to be the name of the website I want. Always check to make sure that you can have it. So you can see, you know, create a couch is taken. What I'll do is I'll just add official on the back end. As you notice with all my socials, I just add official. That's okay to do. Even some big brands do that. So create a couch official is available. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to reserve this, and then I'll be back in 1 second. Okay, sorry I lied. Actually, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go create the logo. Now, you could go to Fiverr and you could hire somebody, maybe pay them $5 to $15 if you want to, but I don't think, in my opinion, and this is, you know, goes against like everyone like in branding and, you know, all this stuff, a logo to me is not extremely, it's not gonna make or break you. The product will make or break you. So you can come to a site like, you know, Canva, type in logo and design it yourself. So they got these different templates here. Now you wanna find one that kind of fits the vibe that you're going for. So I'm doing this in real time. Let me just kind of go through here. As you can see, these all have different vibes, different feels. They're for different products, but we're kind of doing more of a fun, you know, create, if you think of like the Build-A-Bear, it's like more of a fun, playful thing. So this create a, what I call it, create a couch is going to be the vibe. So I'm just gonna keep going through. See if there's any more kind of playful. I kind of am looking for almost like a crayon writing. Like this would be cool. Music festival. Like let's see what that would be. So I'm just gonna kind of show you this if you've never seen this before. But you've got these different, you know, templates. I would just do like create a couch, something like that. I would take out, you know, music festival obviously. And then you can play with like the colors. I don't know if this is what I want to do. Let's go back a little bit here. Oh, actually back me all the way up. I don't want to spend too much doing this, but I'm just going to show you like how easy everything is. You don't have to overcomplicate everything. Because people get worked up, oh, there's so many things I have to do. We'll just take it one step at a time. This one's also kind of cool. And obviously for your brand, for your product, it might make sense to do, you know, a different design than what I'm doing, but just pay attention to what the vibe is, who you think your target market is. Couch. I kind of like the text. So I'm gonna play around with this a little bit. I'm gonna come back to you with a finished product. All right, so here's the final logo, and as you can tell, it's super simple. I actually pulled this little image off of just Google, plugged it in. I used the text that was already there, white background, nothing too special. You can actually, I didn't even need to put the couch in there. I could have just had this create a couch. It doesn't matter that much, okay? Don't spend so much time trying to get a perfect logo. That's not gonna make or break a bad product. Now, if you're worrying about, you know, branding and making, you know, scaling this stuff up, maybe you do focus a little bit more on that, but trust me, like I said, I mean, I've made millions of dollars with, you know, stuff less than this. So what we're gonna do is we're going to actually start to find some information about it. Some, you know, I talk a lot about, you want to talk about the experience of the product versus like the actual features. You know, what are the benefits for the person? Why do they want to buy you? Why do they need this thing, okay? And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna start to search around and find different pieces of copy. We're not trying to form anything yet. We're gonna go and find some inspiration from different websites. As I already mentioned, I've got this website that I can pull information from. So what you want to do is just create some sort of a swipe file. I'm going to just pull up a notepad just to make it easy. You know, you can use like a Word document or something. This is going to be our swipe file. So what we're going to do, what a swipe file is that you come up here, and let's say that, you know, this stuff sounded good, right? So I'm just going to come down here, and I'm going to just copy that stuff. So, and we'll just paste that guy in. Now, I'm not saying this is good or bad, but we're going to go and we're just going to find different websites, what they wrote about the couch. And ultimately what we do is we find the information. We don't try to filter out what's good, what's not good. I usually just take the body of stuff. And from there, I'm actually able to fulfill my own, you know, different copies with headlines and everything. But this is going to form just a foundation for me to use. If we come up here, we just type in couch cushion. We'll just do couch covers, something like that. And we're going to be looking for stores that look the same. So like Miracle Sofa here. So we're going to open that one up. And obviously ones that kind of look, this looks to be, oh, that's Miracle Sofa again. I know that this is like a different one on AliExpress. Miracle Sofa is all over the place. So Miracle Sofa is doing work This is a little bit different because this is for like sectionals, but you could use copy from there if you needed to. I'm not sure what this is. I'm gonna actually open this guy up as well. This might be something too. And so you're gonna open up a bunch of those and you're just going to be using your swipe file. So you're gonna come here, Miracle Sofa, a vibrant stretchable. So like I said, you're not really thinking too much about it. You can if you want to. I'm just showing you exactly how I do it. I might just grab some of this. Come down here to the swipe file and try to create some space so when you're going through it's a little digestible for you to look at. But we're just gonna pull a bunch of different things here. A new sofa in less than a minute. That's actually a good headline as I'm just quickly going through this. That's a cool headline, I like that. Just keep going down, see what else they got. They seem to be killing it. So if you notice a site that's just dominating like Google Ads, definitely look at the site, because if they're spending that much, we don't need that, we just need some of this guy. And so you kind of get the point, and then you go, you know, actually I'm just gonna copy this whole thing. Perfect. And don't worry if you've got like a lot of stuff, we'll be able to get through it here. So then you go to a different one and you notice, oh, they've got kind of an interesting scroll here. So they're using some sort of a custom thing. So as you can tell, they haven't put as much information in here. See, these people need to learn something from Miracle Sofa, okay? Oh, I accidentally clicked out. Okay, I'm not impressed with them anyways. So we'll come over here to Knit First. Yeah, they've got similar stuff going on. You have all the same images. This might be, I might have already copied some of this, but I'm gonna copy it anyways. I'm gonna pour that down over here. So then what we could do is, after you go through, like I'd say go to like 3 or 4 or 5 of those, and then come over to Amazon, and we'll just type in couch covers. Some products won't be on Amazon. I'm guessing this one is, just based on the type of product it is. Couch cover maybe easy or something. Here we go, here's one. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time. I'm doing all this in real time. They didn't get very good reviews. I wonder why they maybe, and you can look at the reviews and see what's going on. But what we're gonna do is, like, you could grab some stuff from here. I don't like grabbing from Amazon because people don't focus on the copy very much. They just focus on like the features, which is the opposite of what I tell people to do. But what you're doing is you're finding a place where you can find images, you can find copy, you get down here, you can look at like reviews and stuff. So you look at these reviews, and these are reviews that you can actually use like when you import the Looks app, which we can talk about in a second, but those are gonna be, what you need. So grab some of these, and then, obviously, let's look at one of these actually. What I liked about the sofa covers is that they are soft and comfy. Love the way my sofas look now, amazing. Still have to purchase some pillows for the pillowcase, but I can't complain about my purchase I made. See, these are perfect examples of like reviews that you can include. So you have like a review section down here, and I'm not going to spend too much time doing this just because it's pretty straightforward. You kind of get what I'm doing hopefully at this point. But basically what I'm doing is I'm just going to grab headlines. I'm grabbing copy on sites. I'm not trying to make any judgment about it yet. I'm gonna do that after I have like a file. I'm gonna put some reviews down here. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go up here, and any sort of like good pictures that I might notice of like actual people using it, I might take this and plug some of that stuff in as well, both throughout the site and on obviously the review section. So those are things to think about. But what I'm gonna do now is I'm actually going to go through, decipher what I've put onto my swipe file. I might add some stuff after I, cut this recording for a second. But when I come back, I'm gonna have a very coherent, well thought out headlines, copy, and I'm gonna walk you through exactly why I did the things I did. But let me just go and do that and I'll come back. Okay, so the next thing we gotta do is actually go to Shopify and get a free trial to build the store on. What I recommend doing is, you can also obviously do like the 14-day free trial. The other thing is I talked about on my TikTok is that there's a way that you can actually get the free store virtually forever until you get 50 orders. It's called a developer store. So if you go to Shopify.com/partners or something, type that in Google. You can apply for a what's called a developer store. And that allows you a little more time to play with the store itself, to try to test out things, and to get yourself up off the ground. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just go through this process of getting the Shopify store. This isn't going to be so much into the back end side of the Shopify store. I just want to show you the front end design part to it. I do have videos on my YouTube channel where I walk you through exactly how you set up the shipping, how you set up the privacy policy and all that sort of stuff. This is meant to be a video a little bit shorter, walking you through what the front end looks like when a customer comes to your website, what that all looks like. So that's what this is about, and I'm gonna go through, sign myself up for this account, and then we'll be back after that. So I've got everything put together, and what I want to do is I'm actually going to first just walk you through a little bit of this copy, why I did it, compare it to another store that did not do it very well, and then I'm going to do a montage of me putting everything together with the store. I'm going to show you the final product, and then I'm going to walk you through why I did the way I did it, and you're going to see in a real example of a store that I would actually launch. So first things first. Here's an example of a bad store. So I copied this from one of the other stores that I was getting inspiration from. At the very top is not what I'm going to include. You can draw a line right here. So this top stuff here, this is what they had. They had, the distance between, so they started with measurements. The distance between the two ends of the couch, the sofa is 90, 240 centimeters, blah, blah. So they're talking about all this sizing. Then below that, they talk about features, not benefits. So slip resistant, sofa protector, high quality fabric, durable and affordable. That's what everybody does. They talk about the features, talk about the benefits. How am I gonna feel? How is this gonna make my life easier or better? Those are the things that you focus on. So here's a much better way to do it. Breathe new life into your sofa. You'll notice people around you getting facelifts all the time. Why not your sofa? The only difference is this won't cost you a fortune. Spice up a new couch or a secondhand one in seconds. And I might, capitalize seconds, but I spilled. We have careless guests over all the time. Of course, we love them, but accidents happen. Same goes with kids and dogs. Not only does the couch breathe new life into your living room, it also saves you cleanup time. Again, it's saving you cleanup time. That is a benefit. With a water spill-resistant fabric, you'll wish you had create a couch sooner. So that piece down there is actually would be the feature, but I kind of built that into the benefit itself. So focus more on the benefits versus features. No more expensive upholstery. That's a benefit. Save someone money. New sofa in less than a minute. Sometimes things take a long time. Like if I was to, get a fabric, it might be tough to work with. You might have to, check out certain sizing, everything. This is a super easy solution for people to really, like I said, to spice up an old couch, a living room, make it look good, and it's hassle-free. So I'm not gonna walk through all these, but let me just talk, and you're gonna see them in the actual site itself. But as a general rule, what I like to do is I like to actually create 5 or so different headlines and paragraphs, short, to the point bullets. As you'll notice, these aren't too long. So here's a headline, and then the paragraph down below it, a sentence, couple sentences, maybe 3 sentences. Another headline, paragraph, headline, paragraph, headline, paragraph, headline, paragraph. So I do 5 of those, really focusing on the benefits. And then you could put something like this at the bottom of that, how do I order or create a couch? Simply choose your favorite style, double check the amount of cushions for your couch, and voila, you're on your way to an awesome makeover, minus the painstaking labor. Again, it's another benefit. You'll notice we have a handful of designs in multiple colors. That will give your interior a major focal point to upgrade your living space. And then I talk about the installation, and below that we're gonna have some testimonials and reviews. So that's gonna be the basic setup. What I wanna do next is I actually wanna go up here. We'll talk about themes. Go back here. I've already kind of got the images pulled together. I've got the copy pulled together, the logo obviously. So I get everything put together first, and then I try to figure out how it's gonna mesh well with the theme itself. But we'll go to here, customize theme. People get worked up. They're do I need to have a custom one? Do I need to pay expensive, premium one? What I do is I just go into here and I'll just go down to, explore free themes. And if you're just starting out, just start a free theme. Just test the process. People get so caught up. But yeah, I do the debuts. Honestly, the default one is great. You can experiment with these other ones. Doesn't make a huge difference. As I say to people, the product is one of the biggest things. If you don't have the right product, it doesn't matter if you've got a fancy website. So just do the debut theme. We already know that is set up. And what I'm gonna do next, I'm actually gonna go into here and we're gonna start to customize things. And what I recommend doing is actually, with the way that I tell people how to run ads, you're doing a lot of mobile stuff. So make sure that it's mobile friendly. You can just toggle between these two things. So you can, design it like this, but then obviously switch back and forth, see how it looks on mobile. But what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna do a little montage of me actually building the store in real time so we can save you some time, and then I'll explain to you guys why I did what I did after that clip. I can take a pause. I can take a pause from the recording here to tell you about the giveaway, okay? So all you need to do, so I'm giving away that store that I'm creating, which you're about to see the reveal for, and I'm gonna be giving $100 cash giveaway. And I love to do this because I know it helps people. And what I wanna do is just comment down below simply the why. So I always go back to the why. Why are you doing this? Is it to get, side money? Is it to, pay bills, get up a job you don't like? Like, why are you doing dropshipping? What is the big reason? What are you always gonna go back to, okay? That's as much for yourself as it is for, just getting, like a store or something. Like, always revert back to the why you're doing something, and you're always gonna be able to push through the BS, through the stuff that's gonna get you stuck, and to eventually be successful. So drop that comment down below, and let's check out the final product. All right, guys, so after about an hour or so, I finally put a store together. Now, before I do the final reveal, what I want to do is I actually want to show you my apps real quick, because a lot of people ask me, what apps you use, and I keep it very, very basic. There's no reason for you to put all the, bells and whistles like I've talked about so many times, because at the end of the day, if the product does not sell, it doesn't matter how much stuff you have in there. In fact, the more apps you have, the slower that your site will actually run. These are the very basic, and I tell you these things because this is the way that you can cut down on costs when you're first starting out. Most of these are free, if not give you a free trial. So obviously Oberlo is free. That's how you're gonna import your products. You've got your currency converter, which is going to allow people from, if they're, you're gonna be shipping to the big five. So the US, Canada, New Zealand, Australia, United Kingdom, I think I named them all, the big five. So everyone's coming with their own currency. If you're a US based website and they come there and everything's in dollars, they're not gonna feel welcome. So this is really important to have. The after ship's gonna be order tracking. A lot of people are concerned about, when is my product gonna come? How long is it gonna take to get there? This also is a trust factor for people that are coming and trying to get familiar with you, that, I can track my order. People have been scammed. People are looking for that type of stuff. So I'm gonna show that in the actual store itself. Abandonment cart protector when people abandon their cart. This is extremely important to maintain, at least breaking even or, having some profit as you're starting to build up. Trying to pull people through that funnel, extremely, extremely important. These are just the apps that I would recommend starting out with. Nothing too crazy. I will do a more in-depth app analysis, talk about what you need, what you don't need. You can do like upsells, all that sort of stuff. But in the beginning, just focus on these basics. It's about getting started. It's about launching rather than trying to have all the apps and doing all this stuff perfect, okay? So let's actually launch the, let's look at the store here. What you're gonna notice is the store is very simple. It's very clean. It's gonna be showing a lot of the, the actual product, and hopefully with most products you can show people actually using them. With this one, it's a little bit different just because it's more about the couch than the person. It's more about how it sits in the room. I also couldn't find a lot of pictures with people. So first things first, got the logo up here. Have an announcement bar at the very top, free shipping on all orders today only. So that's a little bit of urgency right there. Now, another thing you can do with the announcement bar is you can say that, there's free shipping on orders over a certain price. Now, the way that I normally play that out is that I would have it as you'd have to order 2 for you to get to qualify for the free shipping. So it increases the average order value. I took it this route because the product cost is actually gonna be pretty expensive at the end of the day, and so this is kind of relieving for people as well. Navigation bar, I'm going to keep that very, very simple. Home, contact us, track your order. People put in catalogs, people put in bestsellers. Do not do that. Keep it simple, especially if you're dealing with like a general store. Keep people on that product page. You could do an About Us, would be another addition that I might do, but I'm keeping it very, very simple. You know, if we go to the Contact Us page, that's all set up. People can contact us. The Track Your Order, I use an after ship like I talked about. They can plug this in. It's not super sexy, but it just shows that you're paying attention. You know that you want the products to get there fast, and people appreciate you for that. Now, obviously, a very simple banner image at the top, just showing the product in action. And then I've got a nice little tagline. It's like a facelift for your couch without the recovery time or expenses. So something simple. Some people might have a shop now button. I think for the purpose of this, people haven't found anything out about the product, so they're gonna be scrolling anyways, so I don't include that. You know, maybe I change my mind at some point, but anyways, I'm gonna keep that as is. At the top, you've got the currency converter here. Looks nice. So very simple, very clean. Now we're gonna walk into the actual benefits that I talked about. You know, I think in the last clip, I'm not sure how I'm gonna splice this together, but at some point I talked about talk about the benefits over the features. So image, and you notice I have a simple structure, right? So we've got image, and then, you know, benefit, paragraph, call to action, you know, and so they kind of alternate. It just says that image with the benefit, paragraph, call to action. Very simple, but we'll kind of run through a couple of these. I talked about some of these, you know, breathe new life into your sofa. Uh-oh, I spilled. This might be better if I had some sort of a spill thing. I didn't, you know, for time's sake, I built this in like an hour with all the apps and everything set up, so no more expensive upholstery. This is kind of a nice image, makes it look, you know, pretty premium. And then a new sofa in less than a minute. And here's gonna be kind of a before and after image. I might end up pushing this up top, but this is, you know, good to have, especially when it's a before and after type product. If you have a beauty product, should definitely have before and after all over the place. Extremely important. One thing you will notice is that my call to actions aren't just buy now, right? So it's not buy now, buy now, buy now. It's different. So for this, you've got, you know, refresh your couch today. We've got clean up messes easily. I forgot one. Don't mind that. Spice up an old nasty couch for cheap. We've got claim your create a couch 50% off. And so that's just a great way for you to kind of spice it up. Really, you know, add some, you know, creative flair to it. It doesn't have to be too fancy, but, you know, it kind of goes along with the headlines. And then here's going to be your first kind of social proof. Testimonials. I know it's not extremely great because you don't have the images of the people and they're not real images. This isn't even an app. This is just built into the debut theme. But these are things that I pulled off of the Amazon review. What I liked about the sofa covers is that they are soft and comfy. Love the way my sofa looks now. Amazing. Still have to purchase some pillows for the pillowcase. Blah blah. They're like, you can tell this is a real one. And these are all real. These came from Amazon again. I've got some names. And then I've got another you know, paragraph call to action about how do I order a Create a Couch. I talked about this in the kind of draft stage. Just another kind of great set of images that I found that kind of adds to the effect. So now I'm going to move into a little more testimonials. These are actual images from actual people that are using it, and these are actual testimonials. Again, you can find these on other people's websites. You can find them on Amazon. This is just a gallery function. So if you use the debut theme, there's gonna be a gallery segment that you can plug in. You can change this to, you know, 3 images or 5 images. I believe it goes up to 5. I've got 4. And it just kind of adds another social aspect to it. Now, here's the last bit of piece here. This is the last, you know, call to action. So you actually see the different things that you can purchase right here. Which is great, and then you've got, you know, your little, you know, specifications. So 1 cushion, 2, 3, all this stuff. So the one thing I will note is that when I'm looking at the color, which I would change this to style. Again, I ran through this. I just wanted to kind of show you the example, but I would change this to style. And this is kind of important if you're dealing with, not kind of important, like it just adds to it. Dealing with actually if you have a lot of different variants and it's something similar to this, try naming things. So like instead of just like style 1, style 2, like those aren't fun to look at. So I've got Sunday, you know, more mint, Sundays. I need to connect these to actual images. Cool cream, goody green, you know, blue blast, goose gray. So get kind of creative with it. You don't have to overthink that stuff, but just those little touches kind of add to it. And if you're just starting out, don't worry about it, but it's another creative flair you can add to it. The bottom is super simple. We've got contact us, the privacy policy, terms of service, refund policy. Those are, if you watched my A to Z, you know, dropshipping course, the free one that I had in my channel, I talk about how easy that stuff is to put in there if you're not familiar. And that's kind of a quick note right now is that If I'm it seems like I'm running through and you can't really fill in the blanks, go watch my A to Z dropshipping course. That'll be somewhere on my channel. That'll help you walk through this stuff, but I didn't want to spend too much time on the actual like Shopify specifics. This is more about the actual store design, what it looks like, what you need to kind of get started. I leave this email opt-in. Normally people just leave this as newsletters. I put a little extra effort into it. Want discounted products? Give us your best email below. Something simple like that. And then obviously payment stuff. So super simple website. As you can see, it's not overthought, it's not overdone. If someone were to come to it, let's actually inspect this in the actual mobile side as well. So you kind of see how this lays out. Everything's breathable, it's nice. You got these call to actions, nice images, these are clean. You go through, social proof, call to action, back to social proof again, call to action. And so there's call to actions that breathe throughout. Again, don't overthink this stuff. This is exactly what you need to get started. So I'm gonna leave it at that. That's very simple. I've shown you the apps, I've shown you the store, I've shown you how I write copy. If you wanna check out the A to Z, go ahead and check that out. Well, that's gonna wrap up this video. Drop a like if you got any value from it. Now, what I'm gonna say is that I did run through this pretty quickly, okay? So if you're confused, if you have some questions, go ahead, rewind back, watch this again. I will say that if you want something a little more detailed, a little behind the scenes on the Shopify store, on the ad creation, on all that good stuff, all the stuff that happens with dropshipping, go check out my A to Z dropshipping course. It is completely free. It's on my YouTube. Just search A to Z. And what I will say is that make sure before you go, drop hashtag winner below. We're trying to create some vibes. We're trying to create some positivity. We're in this together. We'll take it one step at a time. And as always, peace.